Hi, I'm Amir Suleiman and welcome to Cab TV. This series is going to get your local MP into the back of this beautiful taxi answering your important questions. So let's get going. This series is brought to you by the Community Exchange Hub. It's a Muslim-focused community initiative that connects people like you with politics. And today we're going on a tour of Cheadle with local MP Tom Morrison. Let's see how Tom gets on and where he takes us. Welcome to Cab TV.
Oh, thank you very much.
How you feeling?
I'm a bit nervous. About
Don't
this.
be nervous. I'm not going to grill you today. I'm just going to ask you some questions.
Yeah.
You're probably used to a bit of a grilling though, aren't you?
Well, yeah, I am, but I've never had an interview in a cab before, so I'm hoping I won't get the motion sickness or anything like that.
Tom, where are you taking us first in Cheadle?
So we're going to go to the masjid. It's an incredibly important building. A great community there.
Well, we're heading there now, but while we get there, let me get to know you a little bit more,
Cool.
if that's all right. So, first of all, how long have you been an MP now?
So I was elected in the 2024 general election, so that makes 7 months, 8 months, I think it is.
Has that gone quickly?
Yeah, really, really quickly.
Did you always know that you wanted to be an MP?
So I really became politically active when I was about 13. My mum, my brother and I, we were made homeless, and it was a local councillor, and he fought and got us a council house. There are so many other people that are going through that. So many other mums that are having to protect their kids from kind of really nasty stuff. Here in this constituency as well, I'm doing this job for them.
Tom, I'm curious, there must be something about you that we, the public, don't know. Can you enlighten us?
This is a bit embarrassing, but I used to be in a punk band.
No way.
Yeah.
How'd you go from punk to politics, Tom?
Politics should be about people, and anyone can get involved, anyone can do it. So I would say that punk rock is politics and politics is punk rock.
What a great answer.
Yeah, thank you.
We are just pulling into the Cheadle Masjid car park, and it is pretty much full. It's a busy place.
Good to see you. Yeah, good. You all right?
Assalamu alaikum.
How are you?
Nice to meet you. A beautiful masjid, by the way. How old's the masjid?
Just coming up to 2 years.
Excellent. Well, look, as you can see on this beautiful taxi in front of us, we're with the Community Exchange Hub. We're a Muslim-focused community initiative that's all about connecting people with politics. Do you think that's something that's very much needed for the Muslim community?
Yeah, very much so. I think there's always been a disconnect between Muslims and politics, thinking that Muslims can't enter into politics or be a part of politics. But there's no doubt that Muslims should have a seat at the table. They should be involved in politics.
And how important is it for you, Tom, that you're giving a voice to Muslim communities?
If politics doesn't represent everyone, then there's no point in doing it. So I find that my responsibility to make sure that everyone's voice is heard, and I represent everyone in the communities.
And Imam Abid, can I ask you about the youth that you kind of represent in the community here at the masjid? Do you feel that they're suitably engaged in politics, or do you wish that they were more engaged?
I think maybe 5-10 years ago it wasn't the case, but I think there is a change coming, and youth are beginning to understand that they are part and parcel of this society, and that they should be involved in politics. They should speak to their MP when they have issues.
Thank you so much. Appreciate your time.
Take
Nice
care.
to meet you. Assalamu alaikum.
Great seeing you. Great
Take
seeing
care
you.
of yourself.
Cheers. Take care.
Tom, I want to ask you about Islamophobia.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a growing problem, and sadly we had the riots in summer of last year. How challenging was that for you? Because you were, newly elected MP.
It was a sickening time. It was absolutely sickening. In Cheadle, we had an issue where there was a lot of misinformation spiralling out of control on social media, which then caused more tension and caused real worry with the whole community across Cheadle. So actually, on the day that we thought there were going to be a far right riot, actually in Heel Green, which we just gone through, I actually went there, sat down in the cafe, and made sure that people saw me, because it was important that I was with people to reassure them. And then I ended the evening with the leader of the council at the masjid as well. And I tell you, the most beautiful moment was that, as I was coming out, the local vicar from the nearby church came in as well. And that just that for me is Cheadle. You know, the communities, all communities coming together to create one big community that we're looking out for each other.
That's beautiful. It really is. What's alarming is recently there was a report from the Runnymede Trust which showed that in 2024 Islamophobic assaults increased by 73%. Do you think Islamophobia is still apparent in British politics?
Yeah, that's a really good question. So I think it's interesting the stat you just gave me there, because I think Tel Mama produced a very similar thing where they said this is the biggest amount of anti-Muslim Islamophobic hate crimes ever recorded in the last year, which is shocking, absolutely shocking. And actually, I think yesterday I submitted a written question into Parliament to ask the government what they're doing about it, and actually to see if the government would commit more funding to tackle Islamophobia in our communities. And I think it's vital that progressive parties and progressive politicians, like I count myself as one, that we tackle that head on.
Okay, let's change topic. And the topic that comes to mind, of course, is Palestine. That issue is very important to the Muslim community, as you well know. And in your role as an MP, how do you begin to represent the community in Parliament when it comes to that topic?
Well, the key thing that I've been doing is asking questions when I get the opportunity. So I think that's where I see my job, is to kind of voice the concerns and the worries of my residents here, some of who have friends and family in Palestine as well. So it's very important for me to feel like I'm representing them and bringing their voice to Westminster.
Israel-Palestine is a contentious issue. I mean, there's no two ways about it. And you also represent everyone in the constituency, so obviously Jewish people as well. Does that prove a challenge to you at all?
So I think there is, let's be honest, there is a challenge there, because tensions are heightened. It's important that we don't forget about the humanitarian disaster about this. I think too often we can go to these extremes of blame, and that kind of leads to a kind of hatred and tension. But we've got to focus on, we've got tens of thousands of people are dying in Gaza. We've still got hostages that are being kept. The important thing is we stop the bombing, we get aid into Gaza, and we get the hostages back.
Okay, thanks, Tom. Where are we heading right now then?
So we're heading to Bramall Green, because at New Year there was a huge flooding incident that took place where literally cars were underwater. It was absolutely shocking. And what I've got to say, I'm going to get on my political soapbox now. What's even worse is the government have not given any funding to sort this issue out so far. And this has been going on for years. They say they call it a once in 100-year flood, but in the last 10 years, I think we've had three floods where this has been completely put underwater. Houses have been ruined, local businesses have been ruined. You'll see actually some of the work at the funeral directors just there. They're still trying to fix the issues. So
and despite that, nothing's been done.
No funding. I mean, if there has been any funding, it's been little patchwork stuff. But we need a huge effort from the government, from the Environment Agency, from the council to really solve what is happening here, because the residents here cannot go on any longer.
Okay, Tom, what's next on the list? Where are we heading?
So, Stan, can you take us to Stepping Hill Hospital?
And why are we headed to Stepping Hill Hospital, Tom?
So that was the focus of my general election campaign. It's fantastic staff, fantastic doctors, but the hospital is in need of investment. I think I'm right in thinking that Stepping Hill Hospital, the main building, is older than the NHS itself. In March last year, the ICU was temporarily closed because water was coming down through the ceiling. But the nurses were telling me about bucket squads, which are basically, when it starts raining, they've all got a bucket to put in a certain place to catch the water. And when I started the campaign, it had a £90 million repair bill for the hospital. And since then, we've now found out it's about more like £134 million.
Wow. Well, why isn't anything being done about this? What's the hold up on this?
So, I mean, we've had 14 years of Conservative chancellors not giving the money to the hospital, basically. I have no understanding on why the government aren't acting on it, and I've raised it with Wes Streeting and I've raised it with his ministers, and I keep on getting told, well, funds are tight and we don't have as much money as we thought we would, and I get all that, but it's just not fit for purpose, this place.
Thanks, Tom.
Thank you. This has been fun. I've enjoyed it.
I'm glad you've enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'm glad this. Yeah.
Tell your fellow MPs, won't you?
I will. Absolutely.
Well, that was Tom Morrison, Lib Dem MP for Cheadle, in the back of the cab for Cab TV. Thank you, Tom, for your time this morning. Great chat, really insightful, getting to know exactly what Tom's doing for his constituents. And keep those questions coming in, please. DM us your questions, like and subscribe, and get involved.